Alright, welcome back, guys. It's been a long time, but here we are anyway. Now, the pre-patch just dropped for Shadowlands, and they made some enhancement changes. And I just want to show you a couple tricks that I found interesting, just from hitting the dummy and things of that nature. But here we go. Okay, first things first that I noticed. I can go over some changes. I can put a link in the description so you can know the changes that happened to Shaman. But they changed the talents. And we've been running around trying to choose what we thought is the best choices here. And I want to go through a few of them. Elemental Blast is good. You know, if you crit with it, it's the same. It does more damage than a lightning bolt. But compared to these other two, Lashing Flames, it says Lava Lash increases your damage on your flame shock on its target by 100%. It just means if the dot damage is 1364, you can see in the bottom, it means it'll do like that same amount. So it's like saying an extra 1300 damage compared to an extra 1500 if you crit with this. And if you crit with lava flame shock, it's even more than that. So I'd say Lashing Flames is for longer fights. Elemental Blast is really good burst up front if you can stack the Maelstrom for it. Now, Forceful Winds for Wind Fury. Wind Fury is barely doing 87 damage, critting for 167. I mean, even if you times it by 250%, that's kind of high if it gets up there. But anytime I've ran a build using Forceful Winds, it just doesn't do enough damage, in my opinion. It doesn't proc enough. So I personally am not using it. Storm Flurry is cool if you're running... you want to Storm Strike spam. It does definitely help with damage right there. But I actually run Hot Hand, and I'll tell you why in a second. Flametongue weapon has 5% chance to reduce your cooldown of Lava Lash by 75%. Now I run the numbers. I've smacked the dummy for a few hours, and even without this, Lava Lash does considerable amount of my damage or whatnot. I just like this personally because you're going to flame shock the target and open up, then you're going to hit him with a Lava Lash to start taking down the damage quickly or stronger or whatnot. And so there's a chance, you know, you might proc this, and I'm going to tell you why in 2 seconds here. And here's my trick that I've been doing, and it's... Now, if you read on Wind Fury weapon, it says your main hand attack weapon. So if you click it on, it goes right to your main hand. You can see it's on there. And if you switch it to your offhand, it actually disappears. It actually removes the buff. But Flametongue is not like that. You can put Flametongue on your offhand, move it over, and hit it again. And now I literally have Flametongue on both weapons. Instead of running with Wind Fury, I'm running 2 Flametongues. I don't know if anybody knows about this yet, but I've been playing around with it. So running Hot Hand, in my opinion, helps a lot. It helps a lot. Running 2 Flametongues, run Hot Hand, it means there's a 5% chance, I would say, per Flametongue. It says melee attack, auto attacks with Flametongue weapon active. I don't know if that means just your offhand only, but there are times where this Hot Hand procs like one after the other, and I would like to think that running two Flametongues actually helps benefit Hot Hand. Now, for single target, you know, running on raid bots and sims and stuff, it says to run these 3 here: Elemental Assault, Crashing Storm, and Elemental Spirits, and I've tried every combination. And Hailstorm is cool if you can stack the if you can get the Maelstroms to proc. Probably gotta run a little bit of haste. Wind Fury, I mean, I don't know if it actually helps build Maelstrom, because it doesn't say when you go Maelstrom weapon. It says when you deal damage to melee weapon, you have a chance to get a Maelstrom weapon. So it doesn't say like Wind Fury hits help proc Maelstrom weapon. So it's just a little bit of extra damage. And I guess it'd be better if the damage was a little higher, but I guess if you're running a lot of haste, this would be good. Maybe crit. Not sure. So this is really good to help start getting the Maelstrom going if you can prop Stormbringer enough. Hailstorm is really cool. It does a lot of damage. Fire Nova, I just like using it because it's for fun. I know the setup for the most DPS, but I'm trying to go for fun here. And you can actually spread at least 3 flame shocks before one dies off, and you can fire Nova, which isn't bad. Crashing Storm, you leave like a little electric field on the ground, and it does a little dot. Long fights. This is really good. You're talking, you know, a couple minutes. It does pretty good. Stormkeeper, actually, I got it to hit for about 7,000 running Earthen Spike, and then hitting Stormkeeper on it. But it's a lot of clicking to get it all working together. And Earthen Spike, since it's physical and nature damage, it works good with Storm Flurry, Forceful Winds, Stormkeeper, and Earthen Spike. You can be like mostly a lightning dude hitting Wind Fury procs and Earthen Spike. It only has a 20-second cooldown. It lasts for 10 seconds. So there's a 10-second window where you're not doing more damage, but then there's a 10-second window where you are doing more damage. Could be good for burst. Probably, definitely, that's what it's for. A little bit more bursty. Stormkeeper is a little bursty. Sundering's bursty. Ascendance is cool. It isn't my favorite to use. I actually like Elemental Spirits better, because trying to set up and then hit Ascendance, I feel like I lose a lot of time just trying to get to that point where, you know, when you're spamming the damage, you already missed a few seconds trying to click other stuff. I mean, just setup for Shaman alone is hard. It's pushing every other button, and plus Bloodlust, and plus Trinket, and plus whatever. So I like to run Elemental Experience because it's less evasive. I can still click everything else and it's okay. But I try to play for fun, but I just wanted to come out and show that you can, I basically wanted to show like in a little trick that you can put Flametongue on both weapons, and it does help with damage. Look at proc there, procced again. Yeah, I didn't want to click that, but Storm Strike, Lightning Bolt, Flame Shock just to use it. And there you have it. You can see which one I'm clicking. When they say about priority, I mean, basically, you want a Storm Strike. I like to open up a Storm Strike. It has such a short cooldown, but if I'm running up to a mob, it's Flame Shock, Lava Lash, even though I just said Storm Strike, but I don't. Because Lava Lash is such a long cooldown, I want to use it first. So I Flame Shock, Lava Lash, Storm Strike. And then if I don't have nothing else, you know, I can go Sundering after that if it's a mob. I can hit, I like Reaping Flames just to turn on. Oh, I used to have, I guess I don't. I used to have Formless Void here, but I guess I'm not using it now. Reaping Flames in between when stuff's on cooldown just to use it. But that's just, you know, that's the typical opener. And it really just goes from there about what you want to use. Don't really want to hold on for too long on the lightning bolts, the instant cast lightning bolts or chain lightnings and stuff. I like to use them when I can, because you can only stack 10. But that's just Doom, Storm Strike, probably, there we go. Then I hit with a Flame Shock, and then it's kind of just up whatever up after that. You can just kind of Lightning Bolt, Lava Lash, re-put Flame Shock, Storm Strike, Crash Lightning. At this point you could, and then it takes a little bit of practice to get down what you want to do next. But yeah, that's it. Go out there, be the best Enhancement Shaman you can be. Try out running 2 Flametongues instead of the Wind Fury Flametongue. If you're running damage readers, you can totally see. I mean, I'm not running it, but it doesn't do as much damage as you'd like it to do. Even if you look, Flametongue attack did 3% damage. If I run Wind Fury, personally, it means you have. It kind of means you. If you're running Wind Fury, it's like you kind of have to run Forceful Winds, but it doesn't do that much damage. I would say maybe bursty wise, Forceful Winds is good. Lashing Flame is good for longer. Elemental Blast is way bursty if you can crit with it and stack the Maelstrom quick enough. But play around with your talents. Check out running 2 Flametongues. Enjoy.